I got sunshine on a cloudy day.
When it's cold outside, I got the month of May.
Well,
I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way?
good sis,
Bad sis, my sis, talking about my sis. How many years do we spend trying to find ourselves, buried under the opinions of others?
hidden under the shadows of stereotypes.
Born fresh to this world, but then experiences carve at us.
And we become shards of ourselves.
We reach out to find self in the reflections of others' eyes. Mostly, though, we learn to survive without and make do.
That is, until we found one another.
Never underestimate the power of a dichotomy. I learned young how to travel the path of the good sister, gaining an ability to smile in the face of pain, everybody's mother, wifey, hot cookie on the table. How was your day? Hugs and kisses, as if my world has ever been a bowl of sugar-coated goodness.
As a youngster, I learned to wear armor, strapped on my combat boots, and I became the bad sister, combat ready. I learned to swing first and ask questions never. Talk shit faster and louder than an underground rapper trying to get signed, because I spit bullets, y'all. Though sometimes I don't always aim in the right direction.
People appreciate my openness, that I take that moment to acknowledge the inner core of their being and see beyond the surface to the love and beauty that connects us all and makes us part of a wider community. But seriously, sometimes I just want to tell people to fuck off, and I can't, because it's just so rude.
Girl, I know it's a lot of pressure always trying to find the good in people, putting that positive spin on a situation. I wouldn't know anything about that, but I've heard it could be hard.
Well, why don't you just give it a try?
I don't want to do it.
No, give it a try. Welcome to Good Sister Training Camp, lesson number 12, de-escalating a tense situation. So, a white administrator in a meeting has just said he doesn't feel blacks are lazy, just that they often lack motivation when it comes to working.
What?
I know, it's horrible. But rather than attack, let's try other tactics. 1, the I didn't hear you and walk away. Or 2, the way out method. I'm not sure I understood what you said. What was that? Or 3, giving them more accurate information. Perhaps they really didn't know any better. Okay, you try one of those. Let's see how it goes. You can do it.
All right. I can't. You racist running dog of imperialism, the only post-race you fit to see is when I turn white to black with my fist.
Well, they say practice makes perfect. We'll try again when he gets up.
Well, we all need to wake up to the fact that babies' stomachs swell like overripe watermelons, that black people have disappeared into the prison industrial complex, that a generation of young people know their history but don't see a future. I become justified in my rage, and my anger is the furnace that forges the steel of our collective spirits. Get on board, sister. Come on.
Well, it sounds a little militant. I'm not sure I'm ready to be so confrontational.
Come on, you know it feels so good to be bad. Let's try this.
Okay.
Bad Sister Training Camp, lesson number 57. Getting a seat on a crowded New York subway. Step 1, scope out the train, clock all possible movement. Before the train has come to a complete stop, step 2, elbows in place. The minute the doors open, shove, push, and throw bows. Do not, I repeat, do not stop until you reach your objective. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm
This
ready.
stop is Union Square.
Excuse me.
Push, shove it. Don't let that lady kick her.
Oh,
Kick her.
I'm so sorry. Damn. I'll get it right on the next stop. I swear.
Yeah, 5th time is usually the charm.
My loving good nature is really genuine, but don't push me or your luck, and don't take my kindness as weakness. Just because I know how to work the system doesn't mean I agree with how it functions.
Because we've all learned there's a price to be paid for not following the norm. Outlaws get shot at the end of the film. Rebels have to find a cause or die just cause, and outsiders never get to come in from the cold.
In the big house, I smiled at the master while I poisoned his food for decades. I sat at the machine, sewing escape routes into the patterns of quilts, sung gospels of when to gather and strike while shaking out the rugs on the front porch. I've cooked for the revolt and packed each fighter with extras so they can keep up their energy. Even if you don't see me on the front lines or the front pages, don't think I am absent from the struggle. Who do you think slipped those compromising photos to the press? I have entered institutions and wreaked havoc on their protocols.
And I was leading nighttime raids on slave masters who could not understand the humanity of a mother torn from a child. I patrolled the night with a shotgun in my hand and 2 strapped to my thighs so you could sleep in peace. I raised my voice to shout, end lynching, strike now, all power to the people, seize the time. I stormed the citadel even when I knew it would be useless. And I do it again and again and again because I know one day we will be victorious.
We so-called good sisters because sometimes the wheels of change need a little elbow grease.
We so-called bad sisters because power concedes nothing without a demand.
And I was always fearful to make demands. Then I met you, and I learned my anger didn't make me unlovable. Smiles weren't requirements. Rage is a tool that can be wielded with intention. And when you must fight, if you have someone you love to throw down with you, there are no insurmountable odds.
I thought to bend was worse than breaking.
Then I met you.
And I realized not all of the battle scars I have were necessary. I learned retreat is not cowardice. A smile is not a betrayal of the cause, and that it is all right to fall apart when you have someone you trust to help you piece back together.
You make me unafraid to speak my truths.
You make me brave enough to open my clenched fist.
You make me comfortable enough to let down the wall.
You make me build and not just destroy.
You make me stronger in the face of difficulty.
You make me hope for the future again.
June Jordan said, "We are the ones we've been waiting for." I waited my life to find my reflection unfractured and beautiful in another's eyes.
This is my love poem to you
And to myself. Because while we try to write the whole world lovely, we forget the magnificence that dwells in the fold of our own flesh.
You are the one
You
I am
are
waiting
the one I've been waiting for.
I am the one.
I am the one I've been waiting for.
We are the ones.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
And it was definitely worth the wait.